Right, so in this clip, I want to show you kind of the intro editing features. So I'm all set up. I've got my movie, I've got my library of clips. This is where I can view what I'm doing, and this is where I'm going to actually build it. Clearly, it says drag and drop right there, so I'm in good shape there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this clip and drag it down. And boom, I'm already making movies right here. So the first thing is clip trimming. So if I want to cut something off the front here, I'm simply going to select here, and then move my clip, and I'm trimming the front. Let's say I've got bad audio or bad video. Maybe it took my actors a moment to really get started, and I had already started filming. So I can trim this right off the front, and you can see as I'm trimming, it's telling me the time change there in that white little pop-up box up top. I can also just as easily trim the end. You can see I can grab it. Come on now. I can grab it and go ahead and trim the end. Now the question is, what if I've got something in the middle that I want to grab? So what I can do is I can move this play bar, which is that white piece right there, and I can do a Command B to break it. So now I've just split this movie in half with a break in the middle, and that allows me to get to the middle section here and do the same sort of editing just by dragging. Man, it's been by dragging and editing any spots in the middle there. So that means I can cut something out anywhere I want, and you can break this as many times as you would like. There are reasons that we'll talk about in the future to do that. And if you break it and don't like that, you can Command Z, and that's your edit undo, and undo those breaks. One of the really nice features is this main audio track right here. And so in the main audio track, I can quite literally grab that audio track and drag it up or down. If my actors are quiet, I can punch them up. And if I want maybe some other sound over this, I can bring this sound down. Very easy to do right here in this main window. And you can also see that we've got these little blue tabs in the corner. If I grab those blue tabs, that's my fade in and fade out. So this, if I grab it and I fade it, you can see that's how many seconds I'm having it fade in. So that's my fade in. And if I grab this guy, my fade out. And again, I can do my fade in and my fade out. I find that makes when you're coming maybe from intro music into your live sound, or your live sound into some other type of sound, to do a little bit of a fade kind of softens that transition and makes it much more professional. So those are what I see as some big intro tools. Now, if we look across the top here, we've got some other tools. So if we go titles, it simply gives us a lot of new titles. If you're familiar with old iMovie, you did not have this many, but it's the same concept, drag and drop. I have two options. I select the one I want, and I can either drop it in front, so that title is going to go on a background in front of that first clip. And let me just for a second delete that. Or I can take that title and actually drop it on the clip. And in this sense, that the title information is going to go over the clip while that clip is actually playing. So in this instance, I'm going to go for my title in front. So let me delete that. I'm going to again drop it in front. And you can see right away in this window here, it's telling me title text here. So I'm going to say case sample movie. I have total control over this right up here. So I have control over the alignment. I can make it bold. I can italicize it. I have total control here. I can change the color if I want. Maybe if I want to make that a nice bright pink, I can change my font family right here into whatever I want. Definitely setting the tone. So from there, I've also got subtitles if I dig deep enough here. right? I've got different subtitles that I can drop right on my clip. I think I'm moving a little fast here for it. Come on, there we go. I can drop right on the clip. That's what it's going to look like. And then again, I have to double click actually here. Come on. If I click here, then it allows me to type into it. So I can say sample. Nice yelling in the back right there, kid. Whose kid is that? And then I might be able to put something like, new delivery to class. And that will play now for the length of this title. So if I want to shorten that up, I can shorten it up. If I want to make it longer, it's total drag. If I want to move where that's going to start, I just click on it and drag. So really the key is anything that you want to be editing, you want to have that gold box around it. From there, there's also, I won't do it, but you can see that there are credit options. I always make my students, if they're borrowing music or to give credit to the people who have helped make the film or who are acting in the film, we always pop the credits at the end. You also have transitions up here. So what I need is I need a break in my film. So if there's, if I want to create a break, again, I just do that Command B, and that gives me the ability to grab a transition. And maybe I want to do a circle open. And so I'm just going to simply drop that right there. You can see it'll drop right in between. It's 1 second long. If I double click on it, I can adjust the time or the duration of that break, or excuse me, of the transition. But what you should know is exactly this. Clips do not have enough media for the transition. So there is that piece of, if my clip here isn't long enough or here isn't long enough, it's not going to allow a transition, or it'll limit the length of your transition. And I would say the last piece up here for your basics are backgrounds. They threw some maps in here. And I've seen some students use this really effectively because you can create kind of a starting point and an ending point. Or you can just have the map overall. So if I grab this guy and maybe in the middle, kind of like an Indiana Jonesy kind of effect, I want to do this. So if I double click on that, it will allow me, or it should, being kind of slow today. Oh, I see, it's up here now. So if I want to route it, I can, it's starting me in San Francisco because that's my location. I can set a different location if I want. And then my end location, maybe I'm going to make it, maybe I want London. And so I'm going to choose Big Ben. Why not? Done. And then as I play this, it's going to jump to that map and it's going to show that movement. Yeah. And then it's going to go back to my clip. So really easily done. Those are what I would consider your most basic editing features, and then we're going to get more advanced from there.